Well, it's been one of the sunniest weekends we've seen in a while, but the impact of all the recent storms is still being felt on the bay. KPIX5's Don Ford rode along with the crew responsible for keeping some pretty bizarre debris out of the busy shipping lanes.
Can you break in John Dillon, Jack?
Traffic John Dillon, go ahead.
Just barely left the dock.
Just getting a report of a couple of pilings off of Point Stewart.
And reports are rolling in about floating trees. It's the job of the Army Corps of Engineers to do their best to keep the bay's shipping lanes clear of dangerous debris.
They're large enough to really affect the safe transit of a ferry boat, a pilot boat, a tugboat. They can bend props, they can puncture holes, they can cause a lot of havoc.
First stop of the day, San Francisco, where a tree is in the way of an approaching cruise ship.
Hey, we get on top of it. You guys can just cut it loose. I appreciate it.
Captain Myers steps out of the bridge for a better look and, using a tiny remote control, maneuvers the 90-foot long boat carefully and close so his crew can snag the tree with a 10-ton crane. 50 feet long and nearly 10 tons itself, the tree is finally on board. Next, an urgent call from the Cal Maritime Academy in Vallejo. They've captured a monster of a tree. The Corps is on the way. When we arrived, the sheer size of the tree, estimated at 40 tons and 70 to 80 feet long, is too big for the crane. Almost too big for the John Dillard. Plan B.
But I wouldn't be afraid to try to cut it.
Cutting it up into sections seemed to be a pretty good plan, until the skipper and the crane operator later decided not so fast.
One of the bigger ones we tried, we're going to have to tow it behind.
Safer to tow the beast. Then this. Coast Guard calls and asks the John Dillard if they would please grab a wayward buoy for them and tow it back too. It's been a long day.
And it's not just giant trees and logs that the Corps of Engineers is finding in the bay. There's a lot of unbelievable stuff out there as well.
You get a lot of refrigerators.
Refrigerators?
Yeah, and most of them still have food in them. Yeah.
God.
We did get a jacuzzi once, and we have picked up several cars. We have them visually. We're on our way.
While the shipping lanes have pretty much now been cleared of all the large dangerous debris, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers cautions that another round of powerful storms will just bring it all back. On San Francisco Bay, Don Ford, KPIX5.
Yeah, they hauled all that stuff back to the shoreline in Sausalito, which is